I threw this down a staircase once and it like bent. Basically, living in 2020 with iPhone 6 is just a mildly more slower and hotter version of owning an iPhone 11. Hi guys, it's Sean and this is my iPhone 6. I've had it for 3-4 years now. It's 64 gigabytes and in space gray because that was the only option there. Yeah, let's start. Pros of having an iPhone 6 in 2020, there really isn't except Touch ID. Touch ID is very convenient for me because I don't know, I just don't feel like I could live with Face ID because what if you're in the dark and you unlock your phone, you have to type in your password manually? Sorry, I can't relate. That's the first pro and that's probably the last pro. Cons of having an iPhone 6 in 2020, you probably know you have speed issues with loading anything. If I try to load anything on this, it takes like 5 years to load. TikTok takes like 3 years to load. Anything takes like 3 years to load. I don't know, isn't Apple slowing them down or something? Another con, this heats up really fast. Like I haven't even touched this. All it's doing is charging and it's much warmer than my hand right now. Also on top of that, the iPhone 6 has the bend gate issue. It's already happened to me once. I threw this down a staircase once and it like bent and I had to bend it back, which is why it's like not straight. Honestly, it's just the camera. The camera doesn't take like nice selfies in dark light, but like that's not really like a problem. I don't take that many selfies in the dark anyway. Taking flash photography isn't cute because it's all grainy and not nice. There's not really any more cons than that. This is how other people live. Basically, living in 2020 with iPhone 6 is just a mildly more slower and hotter version of owning an iPhone 11. Except I don't have a notch and I have Touch ID. That's about the biggest difference. Yeah, so this is my main screen. So the background is Sailor Moon and Mamoru looking at Tokyo Tower. I love Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon's my icon, 10 out of 10. I typically change my background quite a lot because I like change. I like to feel fresh. This is also my main screen, which the apps I use the most on a daily basis or the apps I tend to reach for when I am doing something. So I have the camera app. I use my iPhone 6 as my main film camera because I don't really have anything other that's better than that. If you're wondering how I'm filming this video, I'm filming it on my iPad, which is why this video is probably going to be a little bit worse than some of my other videos. Next to that is VSCO. VSCO I just use for editing on my photos. As you can see, this is a prime example of being slow. It's taking forever to load. Here it is. These are some of my photos that I've edited. I've stopped using other photo apps because sometimes they just put a filter on it and it takes 5 years for the filter to load, which is why it's also really laggy, which is just more convenient for me to use the camera app to take my photos. I also stopped using beauty filters on all of my photos because I'm just gonna live with my acne. My acne is my acne. Love it or hate it, you know you love me, XOXO. Next to that is Google Photos. Google Photos is one of my all-time favorite apps. It's not gonna load and I won't show you my photos because that's sketchy. Google Photos is actually so good if you do have if you are someone that struggles with like storage issues, and if you have like an iPhone 5 or something, this is so good because you can free up so much storage because all of this backs up automatically, but you can also turn it off if you don't want it to back up and you can just back up manually. And this saves up so much storage because it transfers all of your photos from your phone to like somewhere in the internet and you can access it whenever you want, and basically it's just so much more convenient because I have so much more storage to film and I don't really have to go nitpicking through all of my photos to delete the ones I don't want. And also I don't have to use the iCloud because iCloud only gives you like 5 gigabytes of storage and Google Photos is unlimited. So if you weigh the pros and cons, sorry, Google Photos is doing much better than iCloud. And next to the Google Photos is Photos app. Photos app is the Photos app. Phone speaks for itself. Messages, I typically message my best friends on here, but I don't really message anyone else. Next to that, Safari speaks for itself. Settings speaks for itself. Here's a tip to boost your phone speed. If you want to, you can go to General, Accessibility, and if you go to Display Accommodations, Reduce Motion. If you go to there and you reduce motion, it changes it instead of the 3D thing, so it actually saves a lot of battery, which is why I do not have to always be like on low power mode for like the entire day, because if you do it on low power mode, it's just like it's like a slow phone being even slower and laggier and crashier, which is like not fun. On the next page I have all of my main social medias. This is the stuff I use the most, and YouTube is YouTube. I mean, I can show you. So basically on YouTube, people I've been watching a lot these days is Kelly Stamps. I've also been watching a lot of My Fammy, Haley Fam, Your Mom Ashley. Shout out to Your Mom Ashley because she called me out saying no one likes to watch her vlogs, which is probably true. I also like Board. Board is a very nice channel. He like posts a lot of like food stuff. Always gets me hungry and it inspires me to make more food, which is fun and fresh. I like eating. Next to that, Snapchat. Facebook is Facebook. Instagram. So this is my Instagram. 10 out of 10. Love her the most. This is my feed. Follow me on Instagram. Get me to 800. Oh my gosh, funny story. I was almost at 800 the other day, and then I posted on my story. I was like, oh my god, we hit 800, and then now I'm at 787, which means 30 people unfollow me because they hate me. Gang gang. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, or don't. You don't have to really. I don't really post on there often, but yeah, I have some cursed images in my archive which I will not be opening today, but I will maybe in a future video. Comment down below if you want to see that. Next is WeChat. WeChat is basically just Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat all in one app, and you can text on it. It's basically it's just Chinese, because if you are Chinese, you have to have this app, or otherwise you're not Chinese, because I will disown you. You are not Chinese anymore. Just kidding, you are Chinese, but all Chinese people should have this app. And anyway, next to that is Messenger. Messenger is something I don't use quite often, but many people do if you don't own a flippin' iPhone, which means I can't iMessage you. After that is Mail. I'm actually signed into all of my accounts on Mail, which is why I don't use Gmail, but yeah. Anyway, next to that, TikTok. I love TikTok. TikTok's my favorite app to pass time. My screen time is ridiculously high on this. After that is the miscellaneous apps I don't use a lot, but there are some good apps. If you are deciding to make a YouTube channel, definitely get YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio is such a cool app because you can see where people are watching a video from and how many people have watched it. So if you look at this, my latest video, it's doing great, 62 views. And if you look at like analytics, you can see like where the people are watching. Like if you look at the audience or something, I don't know, there's not enough people, no one likes me enough. But yeah, you can just see stuff on your videos, which is pretty cool if you ask me. After that, my Vodafone, it's just my mobile service provider. If you do live anywhere and you can't be bothered using Amazon, do use AliExpress, because AliExpress is a cheaper version of Amazon. But I do have to admit, Amazon is a much better shipping. Like, they have much nicely packaged stuff. This is just literally like a cardboard box. Next to that, the orange. Oh, I should talk about. I have organized this in like red and color order. Rainbow, Roy G. Biv, love him. So this is my orange / yellow row of the two default apps, and then notes, find my friends. HP Mobile is the banking app, which I will not be showing how much money I have because I'm broke. I'm just broke. Next to that is the green folder, find my phone. Another con about having an iPhone 6 that you can't get iOS 13, so which means find my friends and find my iPhone is still separate, which is really annoying. But it's, I mean, I was living with it before iOS 13 came out, so I don't really care. Next is Classroom. I use Classroom. Honestly, who doesn't use Classroom? Let's be real. Next to that, FaceTime. Love her. Line, basically just a Japanese messaging app. It's not mainly for Japanese people, anyone can use it, but mostly Japanese people use it. Next to that is Duolingo. I am using Duolingo. I'm currently trying to learn Korean. Annyeonghaseyo, my 친구 둘. I don't actually sound like that, I'm sorry. I'm trying to learn Korean. I am also, yeah, I'm basically trying to learn Korean. I also wanted to learn Russian or like German, but it's too hard, so I'm kind of just stuck on Korean. Duolingo is kind of like helpful. Yeah, okay, I knew it. I knew it. Dude, I told you the screen recording would stop. Okay, she's recording again. Anyway, it crashed after Duolingo, so I can't really show you Duolingo, but it is great. That's just showing off how crappy my iPhone 6 is. Anyway, after that, Drive. Drive I use because I don't have a MacBook, so I can't just airdrop footage that I've edited on you know the drill. And next to that, Google Maps. Next to that is Niche. Niche is one of my favorite apps if you are a student because it gives you tons of discounts. And yeah, I love Gongcha. Gongcha, go get Niche. You get a free upsize every day, every 24 hours actually. And you can use it at any Gongcha. I mean, I don't know if you can use this overseas, but I mean, you can try. I think you can use it in Australia, but I'm not sure. but you do get a free upsize, so go get it, get your free coin. $1 is a lot of money. If you save it up over a long time, $1 becomes 100 if you get 100 gongchas. Honestly, I'm just so cheap. Next to that, I have the blue column. I have Google Translate, Files is actually so helpful. Thank you Apple for coming out with that. XVPN, this is a VPN app store, Twitter, weather. I have Citus and Citus 2. These are my two favorite rhythm games because they can be played offline, but they do take up a lot of storage. Both of them are like 2 GB each. Maybe I should delete them if I want more storage, but that is besides the point. Next to that is Manga Rock. Manga Rock is currently down unless you already have it. Comment down below if you have Manga Rock. It's where I read most of my manga, but I can't read it anymore because I turned off online reading, so I didn't even know why I have it anymore. But they are coming out with a new app, so I will be on the lookout for that. Next is 18 Mobile. 18 Mobile is just like a metro app where you can see all of the trains and like buses that come through to your area. And next to that is ANZ, which is basically just ASB, another banking app. After that, podcasts. I'm not listening to a podcast, but I will listen to the Double Cleanse podcast by James Welsh and Robert Welsh. If you don't know them, go give them a subscribe. They are top quality, and also Hiram. Honestly, who doesn't know them anymore? Like, if you are like a teen and you do skincare, you should like know Hiram, Robert, and James. Like, how do you not know them? I can't. Next to that is Pixar. Pixar is what I use to edit some of my thumbnails, but not all of them. I do put the border on all of them through Pixar, but other than that, I don't really use it. Next is CoStar. CoStar is a astrology app. I use it to basically just have it for fun. It's not that fun. It just tells you your like thing. I am a Gemini. I'm a Gemini sun rising. Thank you. Next to that is the clock app. I have a bunch of alarms, bedtime. My bedtime's been trash because I've been sleeping too late and waking up really late, as you can see. Next, calendar. Calendar. We love a good calendar. So on the calendar, I prefer Google Calendar over the normal calendar because this is much more user-friendly, and I enjoy having this app because the Apple one is so hard to use and I can't even change it, and it's like iCloud calendar or like phone calendar. I'm like, bruh, I just want one calendar. But anyway, Google Calendar is so nice because you can organize all of your things into different like categories, and I have all of my school in pink, as you can see, because it matches my iPad, and you can see everything that you're supposed to be doing. And yeah, next to that is my music app. I get all of my music off iTunes because I'm too poor to get Spotify, and also I don't want ads. But yeah, if you want a tutorial on how to download music, do leave a comment below because I can make a video about that. So I have a ton of music, and I have basically 10 out of 10. I love these songs. All of these songs are bop. My favorite bop right now is Let Me Know by Lil L. I don't know how to say his name, sorry. I found this song off TikTok like most of my English music. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Love TikTok songs. So this is gonna be the end of the video. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave a thumbs up and subscribe and join the neighborhood. The neighborhood currently is 33 members strong. We have 33 people in the neighborhood of Sean. So do subscribe if you want to join. If you don't want to, I mean, that's okay as well. I mean, I suck at YouTube. But yeah, that's about it. That's me in my life with my iPhone 6 Space Gray 64 GB. Thanks for watching. Peace.